How does it feel being 2-1 right now?
Great. Feels awesome, man. Like, this is it's always better to win a game than lose a game. Um, it is always good to win a game when you have faced some adversity in said game, and we faced enough adversity in this game, um, and still came out on top. So that part's good.
Can you talk about special teams and explain what happened with the late punt return late in the game?
So the punt return that they had, we had pinned like the 10. And I actually, to be honest, when I saw the ground ball hit the ground, I turned around and went to the defensive bench. And then you hear the crowd scream appropriately or inappropriately for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I turn and look, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And so I didn't really truly understand it until I looked at the film that night. And their player was smarter than 9 of our players on that play. There's a rule that is it touches the team that's covering the ball. The recovering or returning team can pick that up with really no consequences, because even if we had made him fumble that ball, North Park would have still gotten the ball. So in this case, their player was smarter than about 9 of our guys that were inside the 10-yard line. I have to yet send this to send it to the officials, but there was a block in the back right in front of an official on the field. Here nor there, we made a very, very big mistake that could have cost us a win. So it was not that we hadn't practiced the situation before, not that they had not been told about the situation before. We just did not execute said situation of pinning a team down there or the ball hitting us and in return being able to pick it up kind of without any consequences occurring. And then on the kickoff return that they had for 89 yards, we just did not do our job. No one got off a block. No one avoided butt side like we have been yelling for many, many weeks now. So I can sit here and smirk about it now because we won the game. But similar to us not being in a synergetic state last 2 weeks ago with Wash U, our special teams decided that they wanted to take some breaks on that game and not do what we had been asking them to do, to not do the technique, to not do what really they are doing so that we could react off of it. So at the end of the game and at the end of the day on Saturday, the one good thing that I told the kids yesterday was, as bad as special teams were, when you give up 2 90-yard touchdowns, that's a really, really bad day. But ultimately, we won that game by 2 points, and we made a field goal for the first time in 2 years. Right? Now, for the people at home, we didn't kick any field goals last year for the entire season. So, for David to have kicked that field goal, made that field goal, was the difference in the game. Us blocking a field goal at the end of the game was the difference in the game. So while special teams kept us on edge Saturday, special teams also won us a game on Saturday as well.
Who or what kept the team together while we were struggling?
I think it was a collective effort, honestly, Nate, from seniors, from juniors, from even actually some of the people on the sideline that don't play a lot but have been here for a while. I don't, as my dad would call it, rabbit ears with an umpire, right, which was his game, my game within baseball. That umpire not having rabbit ears where you can hear what's going on behind you or what's going on in the stands. So I really tried not to hear what guys say on the sideline, but I did hear a lot of positive reinforcement on Saturday. I heard guys saying, hey, we'll be okay. We just need to fill in the blank. I heard specifically guys trying to get people to calm down appropriately enough. I even saw once on Saturday the motion of another teammate going to one teammate and, hey, pick your chin up. So I would not even give credit to one group of people at all, Nate. Like it was, there was a constant stream of when things started to go a little haywire in the third quarter that people were picking up people, different positions, offense to defense, defense to offense, special teams, which was problematic on Saturday. So I did see what coaches would refer to as more buy-in to our system, more buy-in to our process on Saturday. And again, we had a lead, we never lost said lead, but we got real close, right? So it wasn't like we lost the lead and had to come back, but it started to feel like it was slipping away from us. And I think that what I saw on Saturday with different people taking turns, hey, we'll be okay. Hey, we just need to keep going this way. Hey, we just need to do this. That part was probably the most positive part for me on Saturday, other than just winning the game, was seeing those kids react to each other in a more positive way than it happened in the past. That part was awesome.
Illinois Wesleyan this week. What's the game plan against them?
It was beat the mess out of them. Right? This is a college rivalry, and you have rivalries: Lakers, Celtics, Yankees, Red Sox. Midwest City, Dell City. Rivalries make sports go. Right? They probably are the reason why fans are really fanatics. Right? You don't like people who wear the different colors, or you don't like people from a different town. And when I got here to understand, maybe why Decatur and Bloomington just don't like each other, and then why people at the school up there and we don't like each other. So I, as the head coach, have to make a bigger deal out of a college rivalry. This is part of the reason why you go to college and you play a sport. You want to beat your rivalry. Like, a lot of people will tell you, yes, maybe Alabama, Auburn, right? Or Ohio State, Michigan. You want to beat your rival, and that may be the first goal you have as a team, let alone winning the conference or winning your first home game or winning your last home game. You want to beat your rival, because it gives you the bragging rights. It gives you a leg up in recruiting. I want to beat them because I just don't like the color green, first. And two, they're our rival. I want to beat our rival as long as I'm here. And, unbeknownst to most people, Milliken is still winning this rivalry. Right? It is 55-53 Milliken. We need to keep it that way. So we will be doing some things in practice this week to make sure that our young guys, which is half of our team, understands what this rivalry means to the people that have gone through this. Because I think it is very, very important to, have a little dislike for people appropriately enough. And especially when it's your rival, to go to their place and beat them is really, really important for, all the things that I mentioned already. So the game plan is going to be, right now, what we're good at. Run the ball, stop the run. And if we can do those two things, I think we can be okay. They play two quarterbacks. They're going to throw it appropriately enough. We have to get better in our pass game on offense. But when you go play a rival at their place in the middle of the season, you have to be wary that, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, right? If we lose this game, I don't want the rest of the season to go, in the dumpster. So it has to be appropriately enough from me and from the coaches and from the seniors that, yes, we want to win this game, and yes, we're going to do everything we can to win this game, but it can't be the end-all, be-all, right? This is still just one game. This is still just a game in the middle of our season. So, yes, I want to beat them because they're our rival. I want to beat them because they wear green. And I want to beat them because these kids deserve to understand that Milliken football is better than Wesleyan football, period.
All right, thanks, Coach, and good luck this week.
Thanks, man.